Hey guys, it's day two. It is May 6th, 2024, and I can't lie, I didn't make any progress today at all. I had four classes spread during the day, and I just wasn't on it. And also, I'm still kind of caught up in this whole aftermath of college decisions. And even though the school I'm going to currently, Lehigh, is pretty good, I'm still not like overly enthusiastic, I guess. But that said, I guess the lesson is no matter what's happening, no matter how bad it is, to just keep focusing on what's important at the core. And currently, of course, that's final exams and then preparing for Lehigh because I will not let my GPA get messed up there. And then on top of that, taking advantage of all the resources at college. And then also, of course, my startup and making sure that the vision is in check and that you know, execution is checked. Speaking of execution, a lot of people, most people, have trouble coming up with ideas. And the way I came up with this idea was simply the Y Combinator principles of A, making something people want, and B, living your life in a way that you allow stimuli to hit a prepared mind. So what I did was I was living my life, and then I figured out this problem that, oh my God, I want to pursue a certain career at this college, and it's just I have to go through hell and back to figure out what I have to do. So there's my problem. And what I found pretty interesting is I saw a clip of Steve Jobs, and he casually said, I mean, it's very easy for everybody to have ideas. The difference is execution. And Mark Zuckerberg says that too, not the ideas thing, but the execution is more important than everything. And one thing that reflects is that, these guys, Steve Jobs and Zuckerberg, these guys are natural visionaries. You know, Zuckerberg, for example, had his music app back in high school, and he made Course Match and like stuff like that, and then Face Smash, obviously, and then Facebook. So these guys already had ideas coming to them naturally. Most people can't even do that. Then there's execution, and that is what these guys realize is a bigger problem, where it's easy for them to come up with ideas, but they realize that the big killer is people that can't execute, which I think is long term very much something to focus on. So one thing I also realized today is that the more and more I envision the product, the more and more I realize how much of a gargantuan task there is at hand. And simply by just analyzing every question I have, I can figure out every question a new student would have. And I just realize how many things there are to think about. But while that is a little scary and intimidating, I think that it's actually a good sign that it feels intimidating because if it was simple and it felt straightforward, then perhaps this idea is not complex enough for it to be worth anything, for it to solve a real problem. Perhaps because it feels like there's a lot to do and there's so many things to think about, that's a good thing. So, yeah, even though I didn't get to do any hands-on work today and I really didn't spend too much time at the whiteboard thinking about what to do, um, I spent my time a little bit involved in the space and just at least had my mind on it for a little bit. But we're gonna be back at it tomorrow. So